Hey everyone, Mango70 here, how we doing today? Welcome to our first ever update on Epic 7 for the global server. Really excited to bring this to you guys. I've already read through it, so I'm not entirely lost while we read through it. But let's take a look at what's going on. First off, we have our new Hero Cecilia. She's coming in, she's ultra adorable. She has a video here. If you want to watch this, absolutely go do it. The link is right here. Go to their page and you can find it, no problem. Have Cecilia, the Fire Knight, which is fantastic. She's an Aries, does that matter? I like her design a lot. It reminds me a lot of somebody from Fate Grand Order, possibly. I'm not sure who, but it definitely does. She looks really regal, if that's the right word for it. The way her dress flows. She has a righteous and sincere personality. That's basically exactly what I said or thought in my mind. Maybe I didn't use the right word. But she will also stubbornly resist any attempts to change her mind. So she's the Queen of Wintenberg as well, the beautiful Storm Dragon Knight. So she's awesome from her design, personally. Kind of surprised her politics are so low and her charm is so high. Again, not that that matters, but it's just kind of funny to see. I feel like her politics should be higher. Anyways, let's take a look at her skills, which actually matters to people. So her first one is Deliverance, and Deliverance is based entirely off of her max health for damage. Not entirely, but it increases depending on her max HP. And it also has what I think is the best auto attack ability, that is Defense Down. In Summoner's War, Defense Down is incredibly important. Not only does it super increase the damage in both PvE and PvP, it also changes attack priority, which is fantastic. So for example, if you have a water unit in Summoner's War, they're probably going to try to attack a fire unit. Because the way the AI is programmed, they have the most effectiveness against a fire unit, so they should probably go for a fire unit. But if you have another unit, Defense Down, a wind unit, for example, or a similar element, I mean, they might attack that instead. So the attack priority in Summoner's War, for example, is they will attack whatever is better for them in terms of resistances, in terms of effectiveness. But Defense Down cancels that out, so it will allow them to attack somebody else. I didn't explain that correctly, but let's just say it can go for some surprise kills in PvP, and I really like having Defense Down everywhere. So next up is her Steel Cloudburst, and she attacks all enemies with a magical spear with a 35% chance to decrease attack for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportionate to the caster's max HP again. And again, debuffs and buffs are king in games like this, so having an AoE attack debuff on a set like this is fantastic. It's only 35%, but I really imagine it'll go up to at least 50% with skill upgrades. I'm assuming 50% is where it's going to sit. And also, stuff like this is great for both PvE and PvP. Because in PvE, she is colored perfectly for giants or golems or whatever it is in this game. And the defense down and the attack debuff are huge for that, because that'll enable your characters to do less damage, basically, because they have defense down, and it'll also enable them to go in with less HP and survive more. Really cool there. And it also awakens into an extra 15% chance if she is under 50% HP. And again, I think this will go up to 65% chance on a fully Mullah Gora skill. So really solid second skill there. I have no idea how much damage it's going to do, but it says it increases with max HP again, so I have to imagine it'll do some at least. And we also have Ruinous Retribution here. Ruinous Retribution attacks all enemies with a spear infused with dark energy. 60% chance to provoke for 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportionate to caster's max HP. You can see she's going to want a lot of HP, like a lot of HP. Usually when somebody is built like this, you want to build them with a ton of HP and a ton of crit. Possibly speed if you want them to go fast, but generally HP, crit damage are the ones you want to do on super HP based units. So I really like this again. I'm not sure how provoke works in this game, if it works on bosses like giants, if it works on the ads or anything like that, but if it does, she'll be very valuable there, and that's what everybody should be pushing for right now. So really excited to try her out. Assuming I ever get her, it'll be so nice if I get her. I need a knight so bad, and I really hope I do. So obviously her knight, the Knight Cecilia is going to be drop rate increase in place of Destina, and as Destina leaves, we're going to get one of her events, a Concerto of Light, Fire, and Ice, and this is a side story. The first one we're really getting in this game, and I'm really happy for this because this is entirely new region we're going to get to explore. It's up for 2 weeks, and all you need to do is be rank 9. You don't need Destina for this. It also gives you a ton of items you get from lucky rabbit cookies, and really exciting to try this out. I hope it's good. I really do. I have not experienced an event like this in this, so I'm really excited here. There's also benefits for the people using during her story. Destina, Dingo, Zerato, or Sid. I only have Destina there, but you shouldn't need any. It'll just increase your stats a little bit, make the event slightly easier. There's also a world difficulty, which is like a hard difficulty, I guess, whenever you clear on normal. That's cool. This one is really important too. Urgent missions are fantastic. They're the things you get randomly that pop up, and these give you proofs of courage to donate to your guild, and it also gives you some pretty sweet loot a lot of times, I find. So I'm really happy that can proc as well. And it also gives you 2-star monsters and catalysts as drops. Really exciting. We have the first one here for rewards. These are going to be your exchange. So this is what you exchange your lucky rabbit whatever's for. And it looks like the first ones here, all these 3 are catalysts. I'm not entirely sure, but the important ones you absolutely want to get. You cannot leave this event without Mullah Gora seeds. I'll put an entire video out for Mullah Gora seeds soon. But long story short, be really careful with them. They're super important, and you really need to think about who you plan on using them on. We're also going to get a Giga Phantasma, some dungeon accessory chests, which is exciting, 2 life runes here, 15 Covenant bookmarks worth of stuff, some artifact charms, and for any extra rabbit foot feet you can get 2,500 gold per. So that's really cool. And finally, we have reputation here. We're going to get 6 leafs, and leafs are used for 70 stamina, basically. A ton of gold, a ton of transmit stones, 2 more summons here, and 30 sky stones. That's really exciting. And we're also getting a Mullah Gora challenge, and these are, like I said, just like Devilmon in Summoner's War. So you'll get 1 extra Mullah Gora. This should be a really easy clear. Just go and get your Mullah Gora. Be happy about it. And again, be careful using them. Feel free to ask me in the comments or on Discord who you should use Mullah Goras on, because it is really important. We're also getting a Goblin challenge, which doesn't entirely make a lot of sense for me. Like, the idea is really exciting and fun, but it only gives you 50,000 gold every second day, basically, which just doesn't entirely make sense. But maybe it's something you can grind. Oh, it's 1 time every day. Okay, so it's 50,000 gold every second day, basically. So interesting choice here. I hope they up that, but 50k gold doesn't seem like much in this game. We're also getting dispatch mission upgrades, and these are something I've been kind of hoping for a while. Not for a while, it's been like a week. But these are something I've been noticing have been a problem. I'm not sure if this is the fix, because honestly I have no idea what's going on with this table here. But when I look at my dispatch missions, I look at the very first ones, the ones you can upgrade with just 1 point into it, and they are more efficient in terms of rewards received than the final stage one. So like, it's better for me to spam the ones you get with 1 Breath of Orbis than it is to spam the ones you get at 6 Breath of Orbises. It's slightly less stamina efficient, but it's way more material efficient, and the conquest points and ancient coins are what really matter here, so it seems kind of weird they have it set up like that. The only time the 3/3 upgrade one is better for me is when I'm going to sleep, which is just super not worth the investment. So I really hope they change that, although they're saying the cost has been decreased, so I'm really not sure what's gonna go with this, and I hope they make things slightly better. There's also a ton of improvements and bug fixes, but honestly, none of these matter to me. I read them over, and there's really nothing that I actually noticed, but that's pretty cool. A bunch of fixes and stuff is always great, and they're updating skill and descriptions. So that's about all for the first patch here. Pretty decent first patch, nothing too excited, but overall, more content, more characters, a bunch of minor adjustments, some free stuff. Everything is pretty solid here. But yeah, I have a couple requests from you guys too. I know you guys are having trouble with this game. Not all of you, obviously, but there's a ton of stuff to do, and the only reason I'm able to understand this as well as I am is because I know Summoner's War, and the game is so similar to Summoner's War. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have anything you're unfamiliar with, please let me know in the comments below, and I can try to address them with either answers to your comments or videos if I think it pertains to it. So thank you so much for watching. as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I cannot express how much that helps. If you're one of those people who loves the channel but doesn't hit the like button, hit it just a couple times. I cannot even explain how many more people that brings into the channel. So thank you so much, everybody who does it. And I hate having to say it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the stream soon, which you should totally join in the link below. Bye, everybody.